Hey everybody, what's up? This is your boy Food Junkie. Just coming at you with a little video. We need to have a discussion as a community, as black people, as black, whatever you want to call it. We definitely need to have a conversation. We need to have a discussion. We need to talk about some things. As you guys may know or may not know, yesterday was the election. What's up, really, Ron? How you doing, baby? Yesterday was the election. And I heard a lot of conversations here on YouTube and across my travels over the past couple of weeks talking about this upcoming election. And it's not my place to tell you to vote or sorry about that, to vote or not to vote, or why you should or why you shouldn't. I'm just going to give you my perception of what's going on in this country, what's going on in this world, and what's has been going on in this world for a while. And it's a mindset that has been placed in us that, oh well, it doesn't matter, it doesn't change anything if I vote, if I don't vote. Do you not realize that by choosing not to vote, you're making a choice? By choosing not to vote, you're making a choice. I don't understand. What's up, Keela, baby? How you doing, baby? And everybody else in the chat, surfing. How you doing, baby? I don't understand why and how you expect someone that you don't know to give you everything that you're looking for. I don't know one person in this world who has ever lived, who are living now, or who will ever be born that will make everyone happy. It is physically impossible to make everyone happy. It's physically impossible to get everything that you want, that you expect out of one individual. These politicians are human like you are human. These politicians make mistakes, have some triumphs, just like we as human beings do. There's ebbs and flows to humanity, which means there are going to be some that are riding high, some that are riding low, some that are morally high, some that are morally low. So with that, this I'm gonna say that I saw that right here. But so with that, it's up to us to try to make our lives as good as possible. It's up to us to try to make decisions that advance the world as a community and as a whole. Are you going to get everything you want from a politician? No. Are they going to say what they need to say in order for you to get your vote? Yes. It's up to us to have discernment and understand what's going on. Now, I don't know where everybody's at or where everybody's from, but in Georgia, we have Raphael Warnock, who's not a perfect person because he's human. We have Herschel Walker, who's not a perfect person, but have done horrendous things, have told horrendous lies about his background, threatened his wife with guns, sexual abuser, said, he don't believe in abortion, but yet pay for abortions for his mistresses and people, women in his life. Hypocrisy. Why is it that there's only 35,000 votes that separate these two men? I look at the voting process as mental slavery. I can correlate and make a parallel between slavery, the mindset of slavery, and the mindset of the black voter. Let me do it for you right quick, because sometimes y'all think that everything is about a roasting and gagging, a joke, and this and that third. And life continues to go on while y'all playing around and placating each other and placating people's sensitive emotions and feelings and whatnot, while life is passing you by, while rules are being put in place or are staying in place because you choose to make the decision to do nothing. Let's look at slavery. When I hear people say, I don't vote because it's not going to help anything, it's not going to change anything, I see you as that person on the plantation. Good morning to you. How you doing, baby? I look at you as that person Why should we run? Master just gonna catch us and we just gonna do nothing. Right now we got a little bit of food and a little bit of shelter. Yeah, they may beat us and rape us and take our children and family members away from us now, but we got some place to live. They give us a little bit of food. It's worse out there on our own. It's the same concept. If you don't do anything, nothing will ever change. So when I hear people say, "Oh, well, it ain't gonna change anything," with that, what have you done to try to change it? Try to put people in place that are for you and for your interests. But the reality is, a lot of y'all are so stuck and stagnant and scared to even move. You're like a caged animal who's been beaten your entire life. So when someone open the cage up for you, give you the option to set yourself free, you choose to do nothing. You choose to stay in that cage, stay in that abuse, stay in that mental, emotional, spiritual mindset of abuse and slavery. You can't expect change to happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. What if we as a people didn't boycott Sama? What if we as a people didn't do a bus boycott? What if we people didn't march, didn't get hosed down, didn't sit at counters was not? We will still be where we were. We will still be stuck. Like, yeah, we're second class citizens here. Right? Don't ever think that I'm delusional to think that we're not still treated as quote unquote second class citizens. But the mindset of the ones who want better, who want more, are different. Is it going to change overnight? No. Has it changed overnight? No. We've been fighting for this for years, decades, centuries. And you think that by doing nothing today is going to change tomorrow. And what's so sad about it is that it's the ones who have kids who don't see the importance of trying to make a better future for your children, for the young people in your family, who don't see the importance of having a voice. It's funny to me how, quote unquote, the show had more passion about sitting at the table, being in the room, or something that is here on YouTube, but in the real world, where you can actually make an effective change by using your voice, you're walking away from the table because it's not going to change anything. That confuses me. You think sitting at the table, and I say the people who did the show, I'm talking to them specifically, but it's the mindset of at least they did something, at least they tried. Why not take that same mindset as at least they tried to do a show to the real world? Let me try to make a change in the real world. Let me try to get my voice heard. Let me say something that's not disparaging to the voting process, the process of change, the process of I wish we could do better. Let me show you how to do better. And guess what? Everyone that I voted for yesterday may not have won. But guess what? I put my foot in the game. I make sure that people understood that this is what I feel, this is what I believe, this is what I think that can make a change for the better. Not saying it's going to change for everyone. It's not going to change for everyone. Some people have to lose, some people have to win. It's an understanding of being an active participant in the process. Taking it seriously, because it's not funny or fun when you have someone who is on public assistance, but don't, what's up, for Murphy, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? But don't take part of the process, because here's what, if you're on public assistance and you're not voting, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. If you're getting any type of government subsidies, government assistance, and not voting, and especially people to vote, you are cutting off your nose to spite your face. Do y'all not realize there's a cycle of things that goes on? Putting someone in office and them taking office is not, you're not going to see a change next week after they've been in office for a week. Do you not realize that the benefits that Trump has been praised for started during Obama's second term? And the detriment and downfall of what y'all saying is Biden's decisions and choices is the result of what Trump did when he was in office. Obama set up Trump for success. Trump set up Biden for failure. It's so funny how y'all don't understand the logistics of politics or the logistics of how things work. Just like if you're working, some of you may be, some of you may not be. You know what I'm saying? But if you're working and your company or your job or your boss get changed out for a new manager, a new boss, whatever the case may be, new supervisor, do you see changes right away? What's up, Ash? How you doing, baby? Do things run smoothly right away? Or does it take a minute for you to catch your breath, catch what's going on, see how things working out? Well, it's not. Even if you start a new job, are you going into that job blazing? Or do you take a minute or take a beat to stop? Look at the environment that you're in. Figure out what's going on. Learn the protocols and procedures of said job. And then you're able to, after you're quote unquote 90 days, or what case may be, whatever, be able to move freely and do your thing. You can't expect someone to come into office and things look for the better. Yes, they promise stuff. All politicians, I feel, honest ones, come into the campaign, the office, wanting to do their best. But when you have people around you who's trying to sabotage, trying to, undermine what you do, what you've promised, because no one person makes the change. It has to be an agreement amongst the group. And a politician, what they try to do is they try to convince people to see things the way they see it for the better of their constituents. And when you think that just because, oh, well, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out, so I might as well give up. It's the same idea of if you want your freedom as a slave, you're going to do everything and anything you have to do. You're going to take the beatings. You're going to take the whippings. You're going to take the starvations, things that nature is not. If you truly want your freedom, if you truly want that change that you see, if you truly believe that you are worthy of freedom, that you are worthy of being treated as a human being, you are worthy of being taken seriously. Why would I take you seriously if one election cycle, you're rah, 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 let's vote, rock the vote. And then the next election cycle, because things go your way, you turn a blind eye and you're disparaging the whole process. I can't take you seriously. You're this mindset of, oh, well, it doesn't matter because nothing's going to change anyway. If you do nothing, nothing changes. If you sit there with your hands on your lap, hands in your pocket, mumbling and not really having a voice, not really being an active participant in the process, nothing will ever change. And it's not going to happen right away. It's not going to happen quickly. Change does not happen quickly. When you think the people in power want to give up that power, no, they put rules in place to help them keep whatever power or illusion of power that they think they have. And when you do nothing, you keep them in power. By doing nothing, you keep them where they are. You keep them to be the ones who make decisions for everyone. No matter how messed up their mindset is, no matter how corrupt they are, you've done nothing. You allowed them to treat you that way. Exactly, CK. A lot of us like being broken. A lot of us don't even realize that how broken you actually are and how crazy you sound when you come online to a public platform saying don't vote. It doesn't change anything. Majority of the freedoms that you have while speaking of not changing anything comes from people who went out there to vote to change something. Does it always work out in your favor? No, it doesn't always work out in your favor. Excuse me. It doesn't always work out the way you want it to work out. Nothing ever does. We're in this illusion as to think that everything's gonna come the way we want it to come. Shit, half of y'all lives, based on what y'all show us on here, haven't worked out in your favor. But yet you're still doing it, right? You're still waking up every morning. You're still coming on here screaming and yelling and talking nonsense, having these silly ass debates that makes no sense, is nonsensical. Debates about absolutely nothing whatsoever. About who's beef sector, who's not beef sector. Y'all talk about who's beef sector, who's not beef sector was not. More so than you talk about the benefits of trying to make a change. You're talking about, you're saying, who said what to who mods are on strike. And that right there is ridiculous to me. The point of a strike is to affect change. Like I said previously, y'all use words, terms, and phrases that y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all sound crazy. Y'all sound stupid. What's up, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. But yet y'all act like I can't. The stupidity meter on here is off the chain. The ridiculousness is off the chain, off the charts. What's the point of a strike? You don't like the conditions in which you are working, which you are being treated. So what do? You stop working. You organize. You fall back from. In order for you to affect change. What is the voting process? Things aren't going the way you want it to go. Someone said, okay, well, this is what my ideas are. Oh, those ideas kind of closely resemble my ideas. It may not be exact on point as my ideas, but those ideas are my ideas. I believe in what they're saying. So let me try to put them in office in order for them to help affect the change that they said they believe in and that I believe in. You're only talking about a damn strike about people who's not being paid anything because they don't like the fact that the content creator modded up someone that they don't like. But you living in a world where you're not voting, not making a choice, not taking a stand about how people treat you in life and your rights as a human being. Make that shit make sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't listen to her. I watch everybody else besides her. I don't have time for that bullshit. Of course, I voted yesterday. I made a video after I finished voting yesterday morning. Like I think it's people vote, but it's the dumb people who's on public assistance. Hey, Deanna, how you doing, baby? Good morning to you. It's the dumb people who are ignorant, who can't articulate why they vote or why they don't vote, and don't understand the importance of voting. You don't affect change if you don't have a voice. You can't complain if you've done nothing. If you haven't went out there to work and you're on the street, you can't blame no one but yourself. If you see something that's not the way you want it to be, and you don't do what you need to do to affect that change, you blame no one but yourself. But what's up, Treasure baby? How you doing? You think that because you on here talking mess to people who are just as ignorant and stupid as you are, you're winning. And in the real world, don't realize that decisions are being made that affects your life in the real world. And if you're on public assistance, decisions are being made to take your ass off of public assistance or keep you in that trap of being assisted publicly. Y'all don't realize what the welfare system was. The welfare system was the breakdown, well, one of the main breakdowns of the black family. Because the rule was, when they first started the whole welfare system, you can't have a man in the house. You can't have a man in the house. Because if your man in the house was not, the government would not help you. That taught you mentally, emotionally, spiritually that you depend on me, the government, and not your man. I'm here to protect you. Same sense as it happened during slavery. Don't depend on the father of your children. The black man that lays next to you is not. Depend on me, the master. Because I control all the cards. I control whether that man's beside you or not. I control whether you eat or not. I control whether you get beat or not. It's the same mindset. And when you choose to do nothing, you continue with that mindset. That slavery mindset. That slavery of, well, it ain't going to help if I do this because all they're going to do is beat me down. But at least you tried something. Right. Tam, how you doing, baby? Like, they're not giving you anything. They're taking away your spirit. They're taking away your morality. They're taking away your soul. They're taking away your ambition. Because why go out there and work? When I can sit at home and get a check. That's not smart to me. What ambitions do you have? What drive do you have? What are you showing your children? So they're harming you for generations. They're harming you mentally, emotionally for generations. And you have these ignorant people on here who talks loudly but says absolutely nothing of importance. And they have children who listen and watch, or young people around them that listen and watch them do nothing, thinking that that's the way to go, that's the way to be. We don't get ahead because we don't want to be ahead. Mm-hmm. What's up, people? How you doing, baby? Exactly. That we have to support as well. You really think because you are on some type of public assistance, whatever, you really are in control of your life? So you don't have to vote because they don't change anything? They're trying to cut back on the welfare system. So all these extra food stamps y'all was getting, all these extra stimulus packages y'all was getting, waiting around for, doing nothing to get it, complaining when it didn't come when you thought it should come because you wanted to go gamble or eat some crab legs or do whatever, eat some shrimp, whatever case may be. The people that you vote or don't vote for makes those decisions for you. Makes those decisions for you. I'm 42. No, wait, 41. How old are you, baby? How old are you? But it makes no sense to me, the mentality, the mindset, how y'all don't understand that it's a vicious cycle that they want you to believe in. They want you to be desperate. They want you to be in despair. They want you to feel like there is no hope, that you have no voice until they literally, legally take your voice away. Like, I can't tell you who to vote for. I can't tell you what's going on with that. I really don't care. I can't. That's not my place. But it is my place to let you know the importance of making a decision. by going out there and vote. Because when you don't vote, that's a decision to continue to have things the way they are, continue to see things how they are. Good job, Ashton. Good job, baby. What's up, Vera Carey? How you doing, baby? I just don't get it. Like, that confuses me. And to hear the conversations, to strain myself to hear the conversations, to hear people talking about it all casually as if it's not important, as it doesn't matter. It matters. It matters. I'm reading. Oh, sorry. It sure did. But guess what also contributed to the recession? The fact that people aren't taking things seriously. The fact that people think that all this extra money being printed don't realize the value of money went down. Yeah, and here in Georgia, people are so silly. I hear people all across the country was not listen to different conversations. Oh, well, I got more money now than I had then. But also things went up. Prices went up. Housing went up. Gas went up. You go from paying $2.35 to $3.15. Oh, you'll come extra dollars in your pocket, but in order for you to get to actually spend it, your life choices, your lifestyle, food costs went up 15%. So did you really get a lot of extra money? If prices of goods and services goes up faster than the rate of your pay goes up, that what causes a recession. When you have more going out than you have coming in, although it may look like, now I'm making $35 an hour. But yet when things go up, prices go up, goods go up, services go up, are you really breaking it down to see if you're making that $35 an hour? You're not. So it's like crazy. You know, you're good, Carrie, baby. Exactly. Shit, a gallon of milk is damn near $5. That's here in Georgia, one of the lowest economical states. Mm-hmm. Shit, you used to be able to buy green onions $3 for $1. Now they're 69 cents a piece. Have y'all been to Walmart lately? How much were they sodas back in the day? 59 cents. Now they're damn near $1. Dollar Tree. No longer there's no more Dollar Trees. Everything is $1.25. That's a rate of 25% increase. Makes no sense. It really is, Tam. It really is. Right. Property taxes go up. Like, I mean, you go into the store now, not only are they here in Georgia, people think that, Brian Kemp did so good. We have $3 billion surplus. Where that $3 billion going? There's taxes on everything. Before there was one tax. Now that if you look at receipts, it's about 2 or 3 different taxes on there. Don't buy some food and some alcohol at the same time. You paying a separate tax for the food, then you paying a separate tax for the alcohol as well. Why do y'all think I cook so much? It's cheaper for me to cook than it is for me to go out to get the same thing out there. Hey, Shazza, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good morning to you. It's cheaper for me to cook those lavish meals. If I was to cook the food or eat the food that I eat out, I would be broke the way I eat, the way I like to eat. Like my anniversary meal. We ate all that. We had brunch, we had snacks, we had dinner. We spent about $500, $600 that day on food. and drinks, hanging out to enjoy ourselves. Thank God we can afford it. Knock on wood, you know what I'm saying? But I could have spent a quarter of that and had just as much fun at the house. And did just as much stuff at the house. But the fact is, it was a convenient situation for me to hang out all day and eat and cook and hang out with my husband on our anniversary. It's just that people don't understand. Voting or not voting affects all of that, affects your life, regardless if you think it does or not. How you choose to transport yourself across the city if you have a car. If you pay different taxes and tags and stuff was not for your car. Gas prices for your car. Maintenance for your car. I got an oil change the other day. It cost me $125 for an oil change. $125 for an oil change. Everything is going up. When back in the days you could have got an oil change for $19.99. Everything has gone up. Prices of goods and services has gone up. It makes no sense to me that people don't take things seriously. Everything is not about a joke, a roast, and a gag. Everything is not about popularity. It is crazy to me. It's crazy how people don't take things seriously and don't realize how it affects their life, how it affects them drastically, especially when you're poor. If y'all are poor, your ass should be the first one out there to vote. Your ass should be the first one at the lines. Because they don't like you worse than they don't like me. If you don't government assistance, well, it's not. You are able to vote. You should be the first one out there voting. There's so many different programs out there to help you to get to the poll places. Church services or public services, whatnot. Ask your neighbors what neighborhood watches, whatever. Like, I'm poll. You so silly. Yeah, $125 for oil change. And I don't got no highfalutin car. I got a little small SUV. But Chantel, those are the biggest ones that will complain, baby. Those are the biggest ones that will complain and bitch and moan and groan and be upset, coming on here screaming about, where's my stimulus check? You haven't earned it. Oh, my welfare went down. My food stamps went down. My Medicare, Medicaid went down. I mean, you don't realize that all that stuff have a choice of who you put in office. And it starts at the local level. It starts at the local level. Like, I'm so confused by it, and the conversation is so crazy to me because people don't act like they don't get it. Well, actually, people don't get it, what's not, but they don't understand that they should be getting it. You know, like, you want something for doing nothing. We have become a society in this country that is so complacent, that is so caught up with everyone getting a ribbon because they showed up, opposed to earning what they have or earning what they want or earning what they think they deserve. You're so caught up in trying to be popular, trying to appease the masses, not knowing who you are as an individual or how what you do affect everyone and everything around you. It does. You're not obligated to have anything. It's called work for a reason. You have to work for what you want. You have to put forth some effort to get something. Even if the person who won the Powerball in California, they had to get off their ass, go to a store, and buy a ticket. May not be strenuous while you know what I'm saying, in a coal mine doing some work, was not, but you still have to put forth some effort. You can't just sit back and nothing and have something good happen for you. You have to do something. You have to put forth some effort somehow in order for you to get something from it. Every reward is not going to be a $2.4 billion reward for you. Some rewards are going to be just a little bit of pocket change. But you got to put forth that effort. Everything's not going to work out in your favor all the time. Voting does not work out for you all the time. If everyone got everything they wanted every time they voted, this would be a whole situation, a whole calamity, a whole kerfuffle. If everyone on this planet got everything they wanted every time they wanted something, as much as people change their minds, changing their minds more than they change their underwears, it'd be a whole situation going on. You have to understand that as an adult, you can't get everything you want. Sometimes you have to make do with what you have. But you have to make that conscious decision to do something. And by choosing not to vote, by choosing not to have a voice, by choosing not to uplift your community, uplift your household, by doing absolutely nothing, like I said, that's a choice. And that's a choice that you make to be stuck, stagnant, in quicksand. It only changes when you get tired of being tired. It only changes when you get up off your ass and do something. Want to be counted. People use that all the time as a bad thing. Oh, they just want to be counted. Well, when you vote, yes, you want to be counted. When you vote, you want to have your voice heard. People like, it's a good job. You know? Sometimes. And that's the mindset right there, the biggest fan. That's the mindset right there. That is the mindset. They sit back and wanting a handout, opposed to wanting someone to help them with their hand up. I don't give handouts. I can't. I give you what I want you to have was not if I think you're in need for something. But if you're sitting here begging, that's why begging bothers me so much. That's why begging bothers me so much. Because you're sitting back wanting people to give you something for nothing. You're not offering them anything. You're not offering them tangible things that they can take with them. And when you vote and you give them, okay, these are the tools that you need to make the changes that you need to make. Voting also shows the people who don't want to change, oh, people out there really do want change. People out there really do want to support something that is going to look like it's going to be good for them. You reap the benefits of something that you have put no work into. You reap the benefits of something that you didn't put forth effort in. Like I said a couple of videos ago, I believe that I work better or I appreciate it more when I worked for it. Yeah, will I take it if it's given to me? Yes. But if I haven't worked for it, I'm not going to appreciate it. I'm not going to cherish it. I'm not going to respect it. Because the mindset is, oh, I could get it again for doing nothing. That's why I don't reward bad behavior. Because when you reward bad behavior, people think, oh, I can get these numbers. I can get this money if I behave badly. I said this years ago. And got cussed out for it. That why are we paying people for bad decisions on here? Cash apps does not change the mindset or the problem. Super chats does not change it. Oh, someone's having a bad time, or going through something in their life. What is money going to do? And we see it happen over the past several years. Someone had a bad decision in their life that they made. They got flooded with cash apps and super chats. 2 months later, same decision, same situation, flooded with cash apps and super chats. it doesn't change it if you don't change your mentality. If you fall on your face and see that bruise on your face that you don't want on your face, well, it's not. See that busted lip? It changes. What's it going to take for us as a society to start making these changes in our behavior, in our mindset? So I gotta suffer a busted lip because you choose to fail. You choose to do nothing. I gotta suffer a virtual black eye because you chose to do nothing by going out there to vote. Like I can tell you who to vote for, but have some type of stand somewhere. Stop wavering the fence. Stop bench riding. Do something. It's no different than that slave who said, I ain't going to try for my freedom because I like it here. Master treats me good. I get to eat. I got a little clothing. I got a little shelter. But funny thing is this. Hate to say this. All the ones of y'all who are complaining about what old girl said, guess where y'all were? Right over there listening to her. Don't complain about what someone says if you don't agree with that. If you're over there every time they go live. See, this is about accountability. This is about accountability. It goes more than just the whole voting conversation. This right here conversation is about voting, well, it's not. But the bigger picture, it's more than about voting. It's about rewarding bad behavior. And how you reward it, you're not giving, you may not give money out, well, it's not, but you reward them by clicks and views, by giving them an ear, by giving them something to listen to. I didn't hear her say that. I heard people talking about what was said. That's the difference. I'm not going to reward bad behavior with my time, with my energy. This is the first time she said that. Every election cycle, she says the same thing. I heard it once. I was disgusted. I stopped listening to it. Because you don't make sense. You can't articulate. You can't communicate what you're talking about. Tell me how doing nothing is going to affect change. TK, I'm not lying. I know it's harsh. I know people may not like it. People may get mad at it, whatever. People may get cussed out, whatever. But when that ignorant bullshit is being spewed, you have 500 people in the chat listening. And even if you agree or disagree with not, you're still over there listening to it. I'm just saying. And you're someone like myself who's trying to make something make sense by giving you a little bit something to think about, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Something to chew on. That's all I'm doing this for numbers. I don't care. The numbers don't bother me. This is on my soul that I cry out to my people, to my community, well, it's not, who wants change, who want people to respect them, but yet don't even respect themselves enough to, if you don't have anything articulate to say or intelligent to say, shut up. That's what's up, baby. That's good. But still, like I said, I mean, it's still a mindset that we have, like, oh, I want to be part of the crowd. I want to be there when it happened. I don't care about listening to someone because everyone's over there. I told y'all this from the very beginning. The people that I like and fuck with, I don't fuck with everybody they fuck with. I don't like everyone they like. I'm not going to. Because if I don't see any type of oomph in you, if I can get something from you positively, I'm not going to support you or like you or watch you or subscribe to you. I don't care who I fuck with hard, who likes you. I can't do that. Although I like people, is not, this right here is my temple, my home. I allow the energy in my home that I want in my home. And I can't allow people who don't do anything, who's not a productive member of society, who can't have a productive conversation, who can't think logically, critically, outside of their own situation, my time and energy. I really watch people that I watch talk about it. Oh yeah, she always felt that way. Yeah, she always felt that way. Yeah, she always felt that way. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But like I said, I mean, and people act like this is a choice. If I could get out of this sector, I would. Shit, how do I get out the sector? I know how, but not watching people that I like. But I like people in this sector. I like a Deanna Irvin. I like a James Caldwell. You know what I'm saying? I like them. So I'm not gonna stop watching them in order for me to move out the sector. I just do what I need to do. Like you said, you like to work, I'll go back to work and come on here periodically to say what I need to say. And whoever picks it up, picks it up. Whoever catches, catches it. I'm not here for numbers and all that extra stuff. That's all it is. Right. You know, like this is not my soul music entertainment. I have 6 big screen TVs in this house with several digital services, including cable, and a whole wall full of DVDs, Blu-rays, and VHS tapes. If I want to be entertained, I'll put one of those out. If I want a different type of entertainment, YouTube is more than just the beef sector. Thank you, Ashton, baby. Love you too. You know, YouTube is more than just the beef sector. There's other things like that's why if you go on my community page, I'll watch Grandma Nancy and her daughter, a lady, older lady who have dementia, Alzheimer's was not, but she's so funny to me. She's so cute to me. I watch them all the time. I'll watch, you know what I'm saying, couples joking and pranking each other was not. I like stuff like that. Like I just what happened. I'm here because that's how I was introduced, and I choose to still engage with people over here. But yeah, I just don't. I just can't. It's the lowest rung of the lowest rung to me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like it makes no sense. And the fact that the people think that they're doing big things over here is astounding to me. It's crazy. And like I said, whoever gets offended by what I say gets offended. I don't care. It's the truth. You want people to placate you and woo 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 you and oh my God, you're the best. No, you're not. You're wasting your talent. Whatever talents you say you have, you're wasting them. You're wasting them. It is what it is. I can't put it any differently. Try to say it nicely, try to be nice about it, and collar you with it. No, no, no. We're past the collaring point. We're past the point of me, you know what I'm saying, sitting back and watching you be destructive and when I say you, I mean everyone, not just the individual that I don't watch, but everyone who has that mindset of, oh, I'm just gonna not vote because it doesn't make sense, and I'm gonna scream through the bushes. I got some great financial advice from Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka. But he also said some bullshit about, well, why should I vote? Two things to be true at the same time. You give great financial advice, but yet your mindset of not voting, realizing that the power for you to give this financial advice comes from the fact that people have voted and fought for the freedoms you have. And it kills me when I see athletes and celebrities, especially black athletes and celebrities, say stuff like that because it's like you don't realize that you're still perpetuating the same cycle that they did back in the days. If you weren't athletic or entertained them somehow, some shape, or some form, you was in the fields picking cotton. Same thing now. same mindset, same situation. If you're not entertaining them by throwing, hitting, running with the ball, or going on stage in quote unquote virtual blackface, you're not of use to them. And the fact that you saying don't vote, it makes no sense. Why should I vote? Why would I vote? Well, maybe because you want to help the next generation that comes up behind you. Put people in places and spaces where the next generation can be helped. So I may not see the change in my lifetime, but I know that I put forth the groundwork, the foundation to help change. I'm just saying, make it make sense. But yeah, that's all I want to say, you guys. Is just watching people is crazy to me. And TLC and Baby, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He like Raphael Warnock is only 35,000 votes ahead of Herschel Walker. In what mindset does that make sense? In what society does that make sense? This person is illiterate. This person can barely read and comprehend. This person lied about everything that he opened up his mouth to. He gave all the money to veteran services. When reality is the company that he started for veterans was stifling money from veterans, from their checks, from their VA loans and things of that nature. I don't believe in abortion, but yet your name is on a check written to a lady to get an abortion. You only have one child, but all these children coming out the woodwork as you being their father. You beating your wives, putting guns to their heads, having your family move 6 times in 6 months to escape from you, having your staff afraid of you because you threaten to kill people. Threatening shootouts with the police. But yeah, y'all talking about Stacey Abrams, talking about defunding the police, reallocating funds from the police that's not using them properly. But you say you're not going to run and you'll stand your ground and shoot out with the police. But yeah, you are so close and you're so righteous. I can't. Right. Like I can't. Like, ugh. I understand. Like, you don't have to be a political, scholar, but you got to have some common sense. You got to have some, and that just kills me. But thing is, at the same time, whatever you're saying, I told someone yesterday I think Stacey Abrams should have waited till the next time. Because here in Georgia, was not everything is about money. Oh, I got a little bit of extra money. We got a $3 billion surplus. But what is being done with it? There's still schools that's fucked up. There's still infrastructure issues. It doesn't matter that there's a surplus of funds. Well, he got that because it was doing the whole. He kept a lot of the money that was allocated to give to the people. He kept a lot of those on government funds. Remember when he cut off the remember when it was the whole unemployment thing that we was getting that extra when people who was unemployed, they got the checking in, they had a extra little something. He kept a little extra something for like 6-7 months. and they hand it out to people. So that's why you have surplus. No, she let herself down. She let herself down. Stop trying to ride a wave of what happened during the general election to and translate that to this. You knew there was going to be backlash from that. And the fact that people have this illusion that the economy is doing well gave him all the momentum he needed to really do nothing. Because if you looked at the situation was not, Brian Kemp really didn't do a lot of campaigning the way Stacey Abrams did. Because he felt that he knew, well, he didn't feel anything. He knew that there would be a backlash from the general election, from the whole Trump thing. He knew it would be a black backlash from that. He also knew that he had that like in the whole about the economy, which seemingly people think looks good here in Georgia. Someone needed to let her know, Stacey, I think we need to sit this out, this go around. Let's make sure that the momentum that we started during the general election can, you know, saying, push us through to win. She lost to him last cycle. She lost to him this cycle. Back to back. Right. But people don't think that way, TLC baby. We are different complacent. TK, yeah, sorry. TK, yeah. People see that. People see that. Oh, gas went down 5 cents. Ooh, he did a good thing. Oh, when Georgia was one of the first people to open up their the whole C-19 situation. Okay, and people got sicker. It also was one of the highest numbers of people being sick. But yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. It's just me talking now. Y'all, I just want to come to y'all this morning, just have a little conversation with y'all, and let y'all know it's frustrating as a black person, as a person in the community was not, who hear other people in the community and black people was not, don't understand, don't take things seriously, don't do a little bit of research, don't look at the stuff that's in front of them happening, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and thinking that because someone laugh and smile here online is going to change the fact that your life is miserable and you're hurting me as well, someone who actually takes an active participant in doing things. Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is a sad day for Georgia. Like, all eyes are on Georgia in the general election, and all eyes are on Georgia for this election. And we're showing people that it's ridiculous. It's crazy. I feel sorry for women in this country. I mean, in this state. Your right to govern your own body is being taken away. No one wants to talk about the whole abortion thing, but yet, or you're not going to take the proper procedures, whatever, to make sure that if the baby is born, the baby's going to be taken care of. I'm just saying, it makes no sense. Like, I don't like, and I am personally pro life. I personally don't believe in abortion, but I know that it's not my right to tell someone else, you know what I'm saying, do this with your body. When I was dating women and things of that nature, I felt that if I ever fathered a child, I have a right to talk about what's going to happen with this child one way or the other. I believe that. I believe it's my choice as a person in the room that I have a choice as a father. I believe in father's rights. I do believe in that. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, if the baby's gonna be healthy and the father wants it, he should fight to keep it. I believe that, but I can't tell someone else what to do with your body that I don't know, that I wasn't a part of. You know, so I believe in pro-choice. I definitely believe in pro-choice. I don't believe in aborting, whatever, but I also believe that there are extenuating circumstances such as rape, molestation. If there's going to be a, you know what I'm saying, incurable situation happening. Well, it's not. I believe that you have the right to make your own choices. But what I choose to do is may not be what you want to do. So I can't force that onto you. And those are the things that are being, that what this election was about. Keeping things, whatever. I'm done. Yeah, thank y'all so much for joining, you guys. Thank y'all for coming in. This is your boy Food Junkie. I love you guys, but as always, you guys know it's not important that I love you. It's important that you love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else, you guys. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you crazy kids at a later date. Like the video on the way out, please. I definitely would appreciate it. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.